Let's talk Chucky, Child's Play. Now, brief history. The original movie, the rights are all over the place. MGM somehow have found a loophole in the rights where they, as a studio, can remake the original film. However, and this is really, really important, however, what spanned from the original film, so Child's Play 2, Chucky's and all that kind of stuff, is still continuing via Don Mancini and Universal. And Brad Dourif, no less. And that continuity is then being continued even further into a TV series. So this is what I mean by it's utterly fascinating. You have Chucky, Child's Play, TV series, movies by Universal, Don Mancini, and the TV series is rumoured to be on Sci-Fi. So that's one thing. And then you've got a remake, which is not going to be anything to do with anything else. A brand new, complete new continuity, but they've kept the goddamn design. Even so much so that the outfit's the same, and it's all about AI. If this is not fascinating, I don't know what is. This is just staggering. And what a terrifying image. He looks awful. My personal opinion, it looks like a melted waxwork, a bad waxwork figure. He looks really bad. And the one thing going for this film is Mark Hamill was doing the voice. But when Mark Hamill was announced to doing the voice, everyone was like, yeah, great. That's great. Fantastic news. Because, of course, Mark Hamill is a established voice actor. He has been the iconic voice of the Joker for years. And he's great. But then we heard his voice for this. And he's just doing a Brad Dourif impression. Almost, in my eyes. So I think it's a real shame. But the comments that came out surrounding this are all to do with Mark Hamill getting involved in the project. So he stated, I got a letter from Lars. He already laid out his vision for the film before I read it. And then they sent me this script. And I thought the crucial element that was different from the original, which I love, I'm a huge fan of Brad's interpretation, Chucky has a different origin. So again, for those that don't know, he's not a voodoo doll. He's not a soul trapped in a thing. He's an AI. Which could lead to some very interesting scenes and manipulation of tech around him and things like that. So it could be interesting, without a shadow of a doubt. But he says, so it's not a soul of a serial killer, but someone deliberately goes in and alters his operating system and takes off the safety measures. Which is, again, part of the leaks which came out surrounding like a Chinese factory worker that did this and then goes and kills himself. So I don't really understand what was going on, or even why that's part of the kind of story with respect to him just murdering himself. But, you know, it remains to be seen. We'll see. So he says, we always try and be guided by the script. It was a really sort of open collaboration because I would try maybe 5 takes in a row and do slightly different nuances. The interesting thing is to see them assemble it and what choices they made. It's really like giving them jigsaw puzzle pieces and they can assemble later to their liking. So that's obviously surrounding just the voice acting process. And he says he was really like an innocent child, really, just learning from what goes on around him. But I thought that was crucial. So that's, again, the development of this AI becoming this psychopath, basically. But again, I think that's an interesting take and could be interesting. I just feel like this is one of those things that you just go like, why was this even proposed? But it remains to be seen. And he says, when I agreed to it, and it sunk in that they wanted me to do this, I felt intimidation like I hadn't felt since I did the Joker. I thought when I auditioned for the Joker, there's no way they're going to cast this icon of virtue, Luke Skywalker, as the Joker. Forget about it. So I had no performance anxiety because I knew they couldn't hire me. It's only when they hired me that I really thought, oh no, I can't do this because so many people have expectations of what he's supposed to sound like. Which I think is great. I think that shows Mark Hamill as just such a likeable, nice dude. One of the best guys in Hollywood, absolutely. I didn't feel that kind of intimidation until it sunk in that I was going to be doing this. I love Brad. It's a great responsibility, so I'm anxious to see how people react because it's not the Chucky that we all know from before. But it does sound like the Chucky that we know from before, and that's the main shame about all of this. It really does sound like it. But I hand it on over to you. Is this a movie that you're looking forward to? Have you seen the trailers, the TV spots? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. And what do you think of the design? Like I said, What do you think of that? Because, I mean, that is just... Oh, oof. That is Uncanny Valley to another degree. It is real bad. So anyway, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section.